Lockdown by Walter Dean Myers follows the voice of Reese, a 14-year-old boy serving time in a juvenile detention center after being caught stealing a doctor's prescription pads. Reese is bright, respectful, and devoted to helping his younger sister succeed, yet he keeps crashing against a system that expects him to fail in a society shaped by racism. The novel, released by HarperCollins in 2010, begins as Reese starts a new work release assignment at a nursing facility. Shackled in a van under the eye of the guard, Mr. Pugh, he travels from Progress, where he has already spent nearly 2 years, to Evergreen, a home for elderly patients. There, he meets his supervisor and begins collecting garbage, determined to make this program his path to early freedom. As a black kid surrounded by mostly white residents, he endures prejudiced remarks with forced politeness and quiet patience, knowing any anger could cost him his chance. Back at Progress the following morning, Reese learns that Diego, the resident bully, is gearing up to beat on Toon, a scared 12-year-old who has just arrived. Reese worries for the boy, but also fears that stepping in will ruin his clean record. When Toon shows up the next day bruised and battered, Reese discovers that Toon's tears have disqualified him from joining the gang, and a new arrival, a hardened offender named Cobo, urges Diego to finish Toon off for good. Reese orders Diego to stop harassing the kid. One morning at breakfast, he sees Diego and Cobo preparing to attack Toon again. Reese insists Diego sit down, which provokes Cobo into a fight. Mr. Pugh conveniently walks away, clearly hoping Reese will lose his work assignment. Reese and Cobo brawl, and Reese is punished with a day in solitary. He keeps his cleaning job, but Mr. Cintron, a staff member who believes Reese can do better, warns him that he is running out of chances. Reese receives a letter from his sister, Icy, a 4th grader working hard for a spot at a top charter school. She tells him someone in their neighborhood was shot again, and that their abusive father showed up demanding money. When Reese's duties at Evergreen change, he is asked to sit with a frail resident named Mr. Hooft. The elderly man immediately assumes Reese is a rapist or murderer, and Reese explains his actual offense, that he stole the pads for a drug dealer who later betrayed him to the police. Mr. Hooft admits he dislikes colored people, and Reese forces himself to ignore the insult. That weekend, Reese's mother and Icy come to visit him for the first time since his arrival. His mother struggles badly with addiction, while Icy dreams of greatness, boasting that she will one day become the first woman president. Reese isn't surprised that his father is absent. Last time they spoke, the man claimed Reese wasn't really his son. His mom urges him to enroll in a re-entry program because she will get paid if he signs up. She wants Reese's older brother, Willis, to enlist in the army as well, most likely for the enlistment bonus. After they leave, Reese overhears Toon's parents treating him cruelly. Not long after, a dangerous new kid nicknamed King Kong arrives and immediately challenges Reese. At Evergreen, Reese confides in Mr. Hooft about King Kong's threats, and in return, Mr. Hooft tells a story from his youth in a World War II camp where a bully was killed by a soldier during a clash. Reese begins helping change Mr. Hooft's bandages and discovers the man's leg has a deep, disturbing wound. During a basketball game, King Kong instigates another fight with Reese. Later, he turns on Toon, and Reese trips him before punching him. Mr. Pugh breaks them apart with some rough handling of his own. Afterwards, Mr. Cintron warns King Kong, Toon, and Reese that some boys don't want to see Reese succeed and will do anything to drag him down. Reese is punished with 5 days of detention. When he returns, Toon tells him they're brothers now, then speaks about his real brother who died. Soon, a juvenile officer escorts Reese to a police station where he is read his rights and told that he might face a 20-year sentence. The drug dealer he once stole for now claims Reese was dealing drugs too, and the police are trying to blame him for a girl's fatal overdose. Reese is terrified but refuses to confess. Back at Progress, the cops keep calling, and the pressure leaves him sick with fear until the case is finally dropped. Toon's release approaches, but on the night before he leaves, he attempts suicide because going home feels worse than death. Reese comforts him and promises they will look out for each other once they're out. When Reese finally stands before the review board for his own early release, even Mr. Cintron's support isn't enough. His request is denied. He must serve 4 more months. He realizes how long the consequences of one mistake can stretch and how badly he wants a future where he can afford to send Icy to college. An epilogue reveals that a year after leaving Progress, Reese is still in touch with Toon. His mother has not overcome her addiction, and Willis is now incarcerated. Reese continues working at Evergreen to help provide for Icy. Mr. Hooft has passed away, leaving Reese the silver soap dish he once accused him of stealing, a final sign of trust. Throughout the book, Myers explores how children born into violence and poverty are judged before they ever get a chance, and how hard it is to find a way up when every door seems built to shut them out. Group therapy sessions remind the boys that the world outside may refuse to hire them, pushing many straight back toward the streets and the cycle they are desperate to escape. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.